Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. My next guest and I were just saying how wonderful this show is simply because we go from one topic to the next. It's so eclectic, and really excited about this next topic because there's so many misconceptions out there when it comes to when you hear the words psychic and Halloween. And well, we've got some psychic and craft fairs to tell you about. I am joined by Iskra Rekrut. She is the organizer of the Sawan Halloween Psychic and Craft Fair and the Celtic Yule Psychic and Craft Fair. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here. I want to start off with the educational component because, as I said to you, I think there's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of myths out there when somebody hears some of these words that we're using today. But you wanted to take the opportunity to educate viewers. Tell me a little bit about what you wanted to speak about.
Well, our fairs are based on, there's a large community in Ottawa of earth-based spiritual people.
Right.
And that is Wiccans, pagans, heathens, and there's also this myth that witches, Wiccans, are evil. But what I wanted to clear up is that this is a thousands and thousands year old spirituality that's based on the cycles of nature, and based on the belief that there are, everything has a soul, a rock, a tree, a bird. Every animal has a soul, and that's what we do, is we follow the cycles of the earth, and we have certain holidays, special holy days, as you would know them in a Christian tradition. And a lot of the Christian tradition holy days are based on old Celtic and old world nature-based spirituality. Like the Samhain is the festival of the spirits and humans, and the life, the ancestors and humans connecting. It's a festival of death, but it's also a festival of life.
And this is an important time of year,
yes,
right,
exactly.
Dawn? Yeah, explain to me why.
Because this is the mid-time between summer and winter when the light is diminishing.
Okay.
And at this point, as the light is diminishing, we are between worlds. We are at the point where the spiritual world and the human world can connect better. So it's the best time to get a reading.
Let's talk about the fairs themselves. So you've got one in October and you've got one in November. What can people expect at them?
The one in November is the Celtic Yule Fair, and it's based on the Celtic tradition of its celebration of the longest night of the year, which is winter solstice.
Right.
And that is the festival that Christmas is originated from. And at that festival, we also have representations of Yuletide, like a Yule log, Yule fire, and you can talk to anyone in the festival, and they will explain the traditions that we come from. And you'll see things like pentacles.
Yeah.
And people see pentacles and they go, oh, scary, Satan worship. But it's basically, the pentacle represents the 5 elements in the world that you cannot live without: air, fire, water, earth, and spirit.
And let's talk about Samhain, the Sawan Halloween. How does that differ from the Celtic?
How does that differ? That is a time where it's basically an ancestor worship festival.
Okay.
And whereas the Yule Fair is the time that's celebrating the new year coming and the darkness moving away. At this point, the Celtic Samhain festival is the festival of the dark, of embracing the dark, and embracing the spiritual rather than the physical.
You're going to do a bit of a reading with me here today,
yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, take it away. So just walk us through here.
Okay, so
what have you got here?
this is my magic bag. This is a tradition that I was taught through my grandmother and her friends. And what it is you go into the bag and you pick 2 items.
Okay.
And I will tell you what is in store for you in the future.
All right, okay, I like it. All right.
So
I'm just going to reach in and grab one at a time, or just 2?
One at a time.
Okay.
And
there's one.
yeah, You're not allowed to look, though.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I didn't look in the bag. I
Okay.
just looked at the item when it came out of the
Okay.
bag. There we go.
Oh, say.
2 items.
So this one is a very interesting piece. This is a little Inukshuk doll that I
Oh,
made
yeah,
out
okay.
of glass, and it's dancing. And it's attached to a pine seed.
Right.
And what that represents is the first energy that's coming into your life is you may be feeling really, really stressed and heavy right now,
Okay.
like stuck in the ground. But the Inukshuk itself represents a safe place, a safe haven. And the fact that it's dancing, it means that there's going to be some fun involved
I
in
was
the next
hoping
couple
that's
months.
what you were going to say. Some joy involved,
Yeah.
right?
And the seed at the bottom it's a pine cone. So whatever's going to happen in the next couple months is going to sprout seeds of renewal.
Okay.
It's the seeds of a tree, the seeds of a pine tree, which is a really strong, steadfast evergreen. So there's going to be new life, new energy coming up. You'll be building a foundation in the next couple months towards that.
Dot, I just have 60 seconds left. What about the second item here?
The second item, this is a little fish.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
And
does that represent?
The fish represents being able to be flexible, move through the water, and being emotional. It's a little red.
Right.
But the notion behind that is that you have to go with the flow. One last thing I wanted to say.
Yes.
This fair is to raise money for Marshall's Dog Rescue and for No Surrender Ottawa. It's our gift to the community.
Nice.
And to help the animals in the community.
2 great causes. I'm going to remind everybody at home again, the Sawan Halloween Psychic and Craft Fair, that's at the Bronson Centre. They'll both be at the Bronson Centre, by the way. The first is October 15th, that's from 4 to 10 p.m. And then the Celtic Yule Psychic and Craft Fair, Bronson Centre again, November the 19th, same timing, 4 to 10 p.m. We'll be back with more Daytime Ottawa right here on Rogers TV.